Hey, welcome to Advian's webinar about introducing Advian Edge platform. My name is Jonne Hirvonen and I work as a sales lead at Advian. On this webinar, Mr. Janne Honkonen, founder and CEO of Advian, is talking about benefits of Advian Edge with 10 use cases. Please note that you can ask questions during the presentation in the chat and we will answer those on the end of this webinar. So, Janne, what is Advian Edge and why we have built it?
Yeah, we started to develop Advian Edge software a few years ago to make it easier and more affordable for industrial companies to gain business benefits from the emerging technologies like artificial intelligence. So today, Advian Edge is a platform that enables to run a variety of AI applications on the factory floor. Advian Edge applications are intended to make operations of companies more efficient in the areas of product or material quality assurance, production optimization, and preventive maintenance.
Thanks, Janne. So, what are the benefits for the customer?
Yeah, the few main benefits I would say they are, first of all, we enable to run multiple use cases in one solution, even simultaneously. If we take example of food industry, if you want to analyze pig car case, to measure the body and also identify diseases, that can be now done in one solution by utilizing a multiple sensor in one application. Another big thing here is that our solution is easy and fast to deploy. So no need for a long project anymore if you want to take benefit out of computer vision or AI. Also, the cost efficiency is a major topic. There's no major upfront investment needed to start using the solutions. And also one solution with multiple use cases means that there's less integrations to be done to IT systems or devices. Lifecycle extension, meaning that we are also able to make the older production lines smarter. We not only support the greenfield factories, but all the systems which has been running, say, 10 to 20, 30 years, and there's still life cycle to go. We are able to make those much smarter. And of course, one of the major things is that information sharing between all these Advian Edge applications means that we can optimize the full production process, not just make a single inspection. So after we analyze existing solution on the market, we ended up to 4 design principles. The first one is modularity. So we apply a plug and play approach where you select the right sensor, you select the machine learning models which are needed, with kind of integrations you would like to have. So that enables things so there's no need of a significant long project. The second driver or design principle was the flexibility. The solution must always adapt to customer needs. This kind of one size fits all approach is it doesn't work anymore. Companies want to be different. They have their own factors how they will be competitive, and we have to support that. IT/OT convergence, which means that IT solutions will be an integral part of the production in the future. That was the third design principle. And the fourth one was the retrofit implementation. So once we implement our solution, there is no need to make changes to the production lines. That's briefly the benefit for the customer and what we have been developing.
Hey, thanks, Janne. I think we should go and see how the platform works in practice.
Yes. So let's check. Advian Edge, all in one platform. What this means in practice. So in the following example, we will go through imaginary machinery production process. And we will demonstrate 10+1 use cases where Advian Edge can provide a real competitive advantage for the companies. Let's start from the reception of material. So when the materials are coming from different vendors, we want to ensure a few things. First of all, we want to read all the material documentation, material certificates for two reasons. We want to make sure that we have got what we have ordered, so this information can check usually against the ERP. Another reason is we want to ensure that all the material information are easily available later on the process. You will see a few slides later what this means in practice. So in this case, you can use a very cost-efficient 2D cameras, our AI-powered OCR application, which also supports QR or barcodes if needed. So this is really the first case how you can utilize Advian Edge in the production. At the same go, we want to make sure that the material surfaces fulfills the requirements of our customers. So utilizing standard 2D cameras and Advian Edge surface analysis application, we can identify, for example, white rust or pitting on metal sheets, dents or scratches on metal pipe, etc. In case we want to validate also some 3D dimensions of the components coming in, we just added 3D stereo camera as a sensor and utilize Advian Edge 3D dimension inspection application. So that is how we can ensure the material we are getting is according our requirements. Time to time, there's also a need to ensure that the components are clean or there's no residues of any foreign substances. In this kind of use case, we will use Advian Edge chemical composition inspection app, which uses a hyperspectral imaging as a sensor together with different classification machine learning models. And this can reveal any residues like oil on a component surface. Hyperspectral imaging also offers a lot of other opportunities. Unlike standard camera with the 3 bands or RGB, in a hyperspectral sensor we have 250 different bands. Some of those are not visible for human eyes. So the only use case is not kind of this residue analysis. We can also analyze foreign materials if needed, or a lot of other things. Chemical composition inspection, like all the other previous cases, this inline inspection will happen on the fly. So there's no need to kind of have a kind of stable place for the material. And the belt can move even several meters per second, and still we can do the analysis. After these 3 cases, we can be sure our source material is not defective. So let's go to the production. Here, we want to paint metal pipes according to a designed CAD model before we weld the pieces together. So as we know, material attributes have an impact to the result of bending a pipe. So here we utilize the material information we have gathered earlier in the use case 1. And we adjust the parameters of the bending machine automatically based on the quality of incoming material. The inspection of pipe itself must be done in 3D. So we utilize once again 3D stereo cameras to create a 3D model of the pipe in real time again. Then this created model is compared against CAD drawings or step model, wherever is available, and the given tolerances, which are allowed to kind of changes on the plan. So in case of any issues in a shape or tolerance of the component or pipe, the feedback is immediately given back to the bending machine. And then the automation system is informed whether this pipe can proceed to the welding stage or not, which means it's a crab. One thing which is worth noting here is that the information really can flow between different Advian Edge applications to optimize the whole process. So like I mentioned, these applications are not only meant to make a single point inspection, they are meant to kind of optimize the whole production. Coming back to the bending machine, like any other machine, it has wearing parts that may cause slippage when we are bending the pipe. So by utilizing different sensors, we can identify the factors influencing on the slippage, and we can predict the start of the slippage. So this enables the condition-based maintenance instead of traditional calendar-based one, which means the component is not replaced too early, nor too late. So from bending to the welding. So welding is one of the most typical tasks in machinery business, and the inspection of the welding seams is tricky and tedious task. But utilizing 3D stereo cameras in our Advian Edge 3D dimension inspection app, we can perform both 2D and 3D analysis on welding seams to automatically identify the typical welding issues like spills, wounds, cracks, deformations, or excess material. By utilizing our integration model, we can integrate our solution to cobot or robot, and then we can, for example, optimize the grinding process to make sure that we focus only on those parts of the seams which are in need of grinding. Maybe worth mentioning here, also the automation of the internal quality assurance of welds is something we are currently working on, automated NDD. That is something we will share more information next year. So, time to move on to assembly phase. Components, how we gather, how we do the kitting. One of the typical issues in assembly phase is that we have the wrong components in the hands while we start making the assembly. The components might look the same, sometimes they often locate close to each other, which cause errors in collection. So our Advian Edge AI component identification app supporting 3D shape, color, and size-based identification, it enables the automated identification of components without having any tags attached to the components, and which ensures that, okay, we always gather the right components. Identification app also support the mobile usage, which is sometimes the most convenient way while working in the warehouse. From kitting, we will move one of the most extremely interesting application of 3D stereo vision and AI in the factory floor is the cases where we can automate the work steps which are typically performed manually. And one of these example is the automated tightening of nuts to the correct torque. So this is something which can be done with Advian Edge 3D component identification app and the cobot integration model. And then the device, engine or gearbox, whatever, that can even be in motion while we actually take care of the final tightening. One of the most important steps in production is testing the devices before those are delivered to the customers. So by utilizing multi-sensor approach, we are able to reveal, for example, the reasons behind unwanted resonance. And all this can be done in real time when the device is still attached to a tester. This gives an operator opportunity to fix the issue immediately, not waiting results for the next day. And during the trial run, we can also conduct another surface analysis to detect the possible liquid leakages happening during the trial. Going forward, we're close to kind of sending the product to the customer. But when the product is being finished and before packaging, it will undergo a final check to ensure that it's assembled and equipped as ordered. So Advian Edge assembly inspection application can be used for final inspection on different products, including the ones with a lot of customer variants. Knobs, bolts, caps, cables, covers, wrong or missing ones. We got you covered. In the same context, you can also make a final check on the paint or other surface defects with the surface inspection app, or correctness of the tracking codes with the AI-powered OCR app. So these were the 10 use cases where Advian Edge can be utilized. But then there's one more thing I would like to raise. Have you ever faced a situation that you made a simulation which shows that, okay, you are supposed to make 120 devices per shift. And when you look at the MES data, the throughput is only 72 on average. Why is that? What should be fixed? The production process is complex and the reasons behind the issues are numerous. So there's machine breaks, rework, lack of labor in right places, setup times. Which one are your issues? So with Advian Edge, you can gather data across the process. Use the data to understand your process. Use the data to find correlation between different activities. Use data to find root causes. So stop guessing, enable the data-driven manufacturing. Over to you, Janne.
Thank you, Janne. So as a summary, with Advian Edge, you can ensure high-quality products with real-time automation. So capture the reality, gain insights, control processes, and find root causes of quality defects with rich sensor data, machine vision, and learning. And you can collect and connect data from production lines to uncover bottlenecks. For example, in the production process, optimize capacity management and enhance the reliability of your production. And enable condition-based maintenance to minimize any negative impact on productivity. So IoT sensors and AI-driven prescriptive analytics can effectively predict component failures before they occur and take corrective actions. So, hey, thank you. And I have one question in the chat, and I would like to address that to Janne. So there's one question that if I order Advian Edge today, how fast would we be able to see the solution in action? How is the process?
Of course, I'll start. In our website, there is an assessment that you can take a look, contact our sales. The typical time of implementation of a solution is somewhere between 2 to 3 weeks. Of course, if you order now, depending when we are up and running, it means, okay, what is the availability of different sensors? So for example, if we utilize computer vision and camera, in most cases, the delivery time is a few weeks. But here we are not talking about several months, we rather talk about weeks to make the system up and running.
Hey, thanks, Janne. So, hey, thank you, Janne, and all the participants. Please visit Advian site and register for upcoming webinars, and we are on time. So have a great day and have a relaxing Christmas. Thanks. Bye-bye.